love it.
Wasn't Stanton the guy that hit like 300 home runs in the home run derby?
I think it was just under 300.
Yeah.
Maybe 299.
See, Crafton returned into the track. First run, not a success. Didn't like his truck. Got in 17th spot during this practice. So we'll see what kind of adjustments Crew Chief Junior Joyner was able to make to that truck, and if Matt can hop up the scoring pylon.
And this is not going to be one of those racetracks where the tires are only good for 1 or 2 laps, because all the guys at the top of the board have had multiple laps and runs on their tires to turn their fastest lap. Ben Rhodes at 6th right now. His fastest lap was in his 11th lap.
Let me throw this at you, and you guys debate it one way or the other. This year compared to last year for Matt Crafton, at this point last year he had 4 wins. This year he has 2. Last year at this point he had 8 top 5s. This year he has 4. Last year his average finish position was 5th. Now it's just inside of 10th. Yet we still consider him obviously one of the contenders for the championship. But how would you evaluate his season this year? Not so good, or was the bar just so high last year that it just makes it look a little less effective?
Well, I think that's part of it. I think the bar was set so high by such an amazing job those guys did last year. But I don't think we can discount, and we haven't talked about it here today, but discount the fact that the toll that fire at their shop, that massive fire that they had, and they were working out of 3 or 4 different garages. I was talking to Junior Joyner down in the garage area this morning. They finally now have got back in their building, which was probably 4 months quicker than you would have thought they could have. So I think they're back on the right track, and they've experimented a little bit because of the chase format vets that we talk about. He said Iowa was experimenting, it didn't go all that well. We've had some speed, and we didn't get the finishes we deserve. So I don't think it's quite as bad as what it looks like from last year to this year, but the bar was set pretty high last year.
And I think that's a great point that you make, Phil, about the challenges that team has faced with the fire that they had there at their facility. And let's get more on that story. Go downstairs and check in with Caitlin.
Well, Vince, I'm joined by the general manager at ThorSport, David Pepper. David, I understand you guys have been able to move back into your shop. What's the progress been in the current situation at your shop in Sandusky?
Well, the guys have been working really, really hard the last month, obviously. We've had a lot of things to try to overcome. We are back into the main body of the shop. We moved back in there over the last week. A lot of the shop guys were doing a lot of work moving things in. You know, we owe them a lot while we're out here racing, you know, being led by Bud Hafley and those guys getting that done. We'll be back in the offices in about 2 weeks, and then the back of the shop, we're already starting construction on it, and we'll be back in there in the next 6-8 months.
We're so happy to hear there are improvements happening there at ThorSport. Hermie?
Well, Caitlin, one of the premier trucks out of that stable is the 88 of Matt Crafton. We documented his issues first time on the racetrack, way down the speed chart, really chattering the left front tire and splitter issues on the track as well. Now, Matt Crafton went back on the racetrack. He did not run a complete lap, but he does have enough experience to give the kind of feedback to Junior Joyner that they need to make improvements. He said, we're going in the right direction. I like the change you made. That's about a 3 help on a scale of 1 to 10. Keep going in that direction. But a driver with this kind of experience can learn that and report that without having to put a full lap or 2 on the truck. So they're going to come back and make more adjustments and try to get a little bit closer.